Thank you very much for joining us on Blue Notes this afternoon. It's fantastic to have you here. Tell us, why do you think it's so important for organisations to make a shift from being company-centric to customer-focused?
Well, especially banks. So traditionally, banks have thought about themselves as reducing costs and becoming more efficient internally. But if you look at the competition now, the lack of customer focus means that customers find alternatives. So really starting to say, as a bank, my primary focus is to own my customer, to analyze my customer, and to know what they want. And then I can go and worry about how to source what I want. And whether that's internal or whether that's external products is irrelevant. And I think that's the key shift, because that's what the challenger banks are doing. And that's what ancillary organizations to banks are doing.
And what do you think is the difference between interacting and transacting with our customers?
Traditionally, as banks, we're built to, especially because of the internal focus, right? We're built to optimize the transaction, get them in, get them efficiently out. Let's keep this as profitable as possible. But in the interaction, you then start to find that you are getting moments of truth. You are really starting to get customers to open up and tell you things that they wouldn't have otherwise said to you, and suddenly you realize what their true passions are. My true passion is not getting a loan from the bank. My true passion is getting safety for my family, for instance, a safe house for my family. That's a larger set of products and interaction points than just walking in to do a loan transaction. And I think that's the really important.
And are there any companies that you think are doing this really well, generally either in financial services industries or other industries that you've seen or people that you've worked with?
I think companies that are doing this well are the ones that are really saying, I'm a customer-focused enterprise. That my customer is number one and I am nothing without my customer. Now, that could be retailers. I've seen retailers who are now saying, I'm only employing salespeople who are also customers, so I can retain the same level of customer experience. But again, in financial services, it's the challenger banks who are saying that, look, I am nothing without my customer. I don't have a big customer base, I don't have a big footprint, but I have to be differentiated. It is also the digital subsidiaries of some of the traditional banks who are saying we've got to change our business model. It's not innovation around just product and technology, it's really innovation around our business model to say we're a customer organization. And I think these companies are doing a really good job.
Thanks very much for joining us today.
Thanks, Frankie.